I'm back in
So
Cameroon. Yeah.
we got one more to talk about. The big one, the elephant in the room: Egypt versus Senegal. Oh man, Egypt versus Senegal here. Um, bro, what are your thoughts on your briefly, not to be super long, but in a minute, what are your
Mhm.
thoughts on your Africa Cup of Nations campaign?
Mixed. I knew from the beginning we had the means with which to make it to the final.
Yeah,
I
you
think,
did. You actually told me you think the team could actually win it, and you
yeah.
you were on point with that.
And the way we did it was not flashy. The group stages were very disappointing, even the wins against Guinea-Bissau, Sudan. Knockout stage, I give the team a little bit of a pass because of the route we had coming up against Morocco, Ivory Coast, the host nation, Cameroon. Um, it's mixed. I'm proud because I think Egypt did dig in deep for a lot of those games, especially that quarterfinal against Morocco. I said on my channel that's the turnaround was the best I've seen Egypt play in quite a few years. Um, and the way that we pushed Senegal to penalties down all the way down to the wire when things could have easily turned ugly for us if Mane had converted this penalty early on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That the floodgates could have opened. I think that the fact we were able to push them as far as we did, despite the fact that Senegal themselves didn't really come up against any powerhouse at that point in the tournament. You look at their route compared to ours. I feel proud, and I think that you mentioned earlier in the stream if Kuros was there, maybe things could have been a little bit different. Who knows? But Senegal, of course, they were the better team. They deserve to win. They're the best team in Africa, and this is the toughest tie I think we could have gotten. Um, I mean, do you want to hear my thoughts on like early pick, or what else? What else do you want to hear?
Well, no, just that was just to start it off. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
true. Yeah.
But in terms of the World Cup qualifying here for Egypt versus Senegal, Egypt head to head 6 wins, 2 draws, 5 losses. The AFCON final does count as a loss, even though officially, it ended in a draw, but it does count as a loss because it's a final. And Egypt have actually lost their last 3 games against Senegal, which does not actually look good. It doesn't look good at all. Ever since that Africa Cup of Nations win back in 2006 there, Egypt have failed to beat Senegal, where they have met in the Africa Cup of Nations. I think that was qualifying back in 2014. Let me just make sure I'm getting that one right. Yeah, that was qualifying for 2014 and the final here for 2022, labeled the 2021 AFCON. Football Pharaoh, bro. Just it ain't looking good for you guys, man. It ain't looking good at all because this Senegal team, bro, under Aliou Cisse, you gotta remember, Carlos Queiroz just appointed. He doesn't even know his best team. But for Aliou Cisse, this man has been at the helm for 8 years. This is very rare for African football. These guys sack managers for fun, and for him to be at the helm so long, make it to back AFCON finals, took
Mhm.
Senegal back to the World Cup. He knows his best team. He knows his players. A lot of these players he have worked with for the past 8 years. Carlos Queiroz, he don't know anything about these guys. He's just learning. He doesn't speak the language. For Aliou Cisse, he's been there, done that, played for the national team. And it's nice to see a local African coach actually doing well with the national team as well. Because most of the times you find you have, European managers being brought in or managers from elsewhere to get the job done. So you got to give Senegal a lot of praise here for sticking with Aliou Cisse for so long. Even though he's come under a lot of criticism, he deserves it, man. You need a lot of patience in football, and I think they have been patient. And with the disappointment of 2019, they came back even harder in 2022, and their defense looks impregnable. What? They conceded just a few goals at the tournament, right? I think one. I can't
In the
one.
Afcon.
Yeah, in the Afcon, not.
They conceded two. I think they conceded
Yeah.
one to Equatorial and then one to Burkina Faso.
But the thing is, Abdou Diallo and Koulibaly, they look so good at the back there. And Saliu Sis, he looks ageless as well. And you have Bunasa, who's been definitely a revelation. You got to give him a lot of credit. He slotted into the Senegalese team very well. And then you gotta look at the midfielder of Mendy and Kouyaté. This team is, you have Mane, Sa, you have Jeju, or if you want to put Boulaye Dia and Bamba Dieng. Oh my goodness, this kid is nice. Idrissa Gueye as well comes to mind. This team, football fair. To be honest, it's gonna take a lot for you guys to beat this team.
It's going to take a lot. I mean, you even go back to the last World Cup. Senegal were the best African team in that World Cup, even though no African team advanced ultimately.
Yeah, yellow cards, right? Ill discipline. It was so weird how they got knocked out too, right?
Yeah, and despite the fact that Senegal did not have a spectacular AFCON for the most part this year, they still got the job done. And they went on. They reached back-to-back finals in a 2014 tournament.
Yeah,
And I think that, Aliou Cisse does get a lot of credit. He knows his team more intimately because he's been there for as long as he has. And, going through every area of the pitch, the depth that you just described, I think it's going to be tough. But, I think the final that we gave them in the AFCON, I think we're going to make life hell for them too. I think that it's going to be difficult. The thing with Kirosh is I was skeptical when he first came in because I thought that sacking El Badri was a very risky move midway through the last round. But almost right off the bat, when he came in, I think we started seeing a sort of proactiveness in attack. We started having more goal scorers emerge, other than Mohamed Salah, like Marmoush and Mustafa Mohamed, and compared that to the previous World Cup qualifying cycle of Hector Cooper. I don't know if you knew this, but Mohamed Salah played a role in 100% of all of Egypt's goals back in 2018 World Cup qualifying. He either scored them or he assisted them. It was that, you know,
but do you think? I think right now with Egypt, it's a situation of getting Salah involved. I know Salah did play a big role as well, assisting and scoring in the games where Egypt did play well,
sure.
but for the last few games, I don't think, especially the final, Egypt did not get Salah involved enough,
I
and
agree.
I'm worried about the supporting cast. I really think Gabaski stepped up, and I think he should be the goalkeeper here once he's fit. I think it will be a mistake to play Shinawi if Shinawi is fit.
Agreed.
I think it will be a big mistake to play him in those games. I think Gabaski is the man with the recent Afghan experience and the belief that he has in himself right now. He has to be the man in goal. But the question is, can Salah get the better of Mane and Cole this time? I think for Mane, he has more players actually supporting him. If Mane doesn't do the job, Bamba Dieng, then there's Ismail Assar, who's another live wire. You know what I mean? They have goals from midfield as well. Whereas for Egypt, it's Salah and the supporting cast. Trezeguet coming off the bench looked very lively, as you mentioned. Marmoush, Mustafa Mohamed, Abdel Momen, is a player emerging as well from the back. But I just think they need to have Salah involved. If they give Salah more opportunities, then it could be a different situation. But I just think Senegal is just going to be way too much, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I'm curious as to how Kirosh is going to approach that first leg in Cairo because he could mimic what we did in the AFCON here, the way that we set up here and try to stifle Senegal and to drag the game on as long as we could. Or if he'll try to do a 180 and sort of like try to pounce early on, catch Senegal off guard, and then bunker in after that. I gotta be honest with you, and this is not just me, being Egyptian and being biased, but like I think Senegal are the best team in Africa. I do think they deserve to win. You can only beat what's put in front of you. I'm not particularly. I'm impressed by their talent. I'm not impressed with their performances. And I think in the
But
AFCON, they were a little bit lucky getting the
yeah,
path they did.
but football Pharaoh, we saw what France did at the World Cup. Not impressive at all, and they still went on to win it. You see what I'm saying?
Of course.
We saw that. We saw that. But there could be a situation where the most recent AFCON champions do not qualify for the World Cup.
Yeah.
And that's the crazy thing about Africa.
And I was going to mention that as well. Did you know 7 of the last 8 AFCON winners did not qualify for the World Cup?
Well, Cameroon back in 2017, they didn't make it for 2018. The Ivory Coast, they won it in 2015. They didn't qualify for 2018. Zambia, 2013. What? They didn't qualify. They never qualified for the World Cup. So, yeah, Egypt,
3
they
times.
won it 3 times. What? 2006 to 2010 didn't qualify for 2010, nor 2014. So, yeah, definitely a situation that we could actually see. But for now, with the form that Senegal is showing and the talent, look, if Mane misses out, Senegal still looks good.
Of course.
If Salah misses out, then Egypt are pretty much screwed, in
We're
my
in trouble.
opinion.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We're in trouble.
You know what I'm saying? So ultimately, before we do move on to the next confederation, that would be Europe. Who do you think? Do you think you guys would go through? I know your heart says Egypt, of course, but you know who do you really think? You know what I mean? You know,
Who do I really think?
yeah.
I actually genuinely think there's balance in the universe and we're going to qualify.
Oh
I
my
actually
God.
think. I actually think that. No, I think that. I think I would not. I don't want to play these guys. I don't
Yeah.
want to. I don't want to play.
But
these
you think you guys are gonna shithouse and win it?
What, the two-legged tie? Yeah, I
Yeah.
think we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Hand to God, like
Uh-huh.
I genuinely think we're going to come through this, and I accept we're not favorites.
Yeah.
I think it would be delusional to say that it's 50-50. It's not 50-50, but I think we're going to come through. I do.
I think we're gonna see a situation. From my opinion, I think we're gonna see a situation where Senegal takes the spoils here for the AFCON and the World Cup qualifiers. That's just what I think. I did not have Egypt initially qualifying. Whether they played Senegal or whoever, I didn't pick Egypt to qualify. For some reason, I just didn't feel Egypt this time around. You know, you're my boy, but you know what I'm saying?
No, I get it.
Yeah. I can't jump on the Egyptian bandwagon here this time around, man. You know what I'm saying? But if you guys do qualify, you know, congrats, and you do have a chance of making it. We know that.
Yeah, of course. And the AFCON finish gives me some hope, and as well as Senegal not performing their best at all. But you know what? Hey, Senegal could turn it up a notch, and they could beat us like 5-0 in aggregate, for all I know, or something like that. They could explode in that first or second leg. But if going off the AFCON, like they're slugging it out with Malawi and Zimbabwe is any indication, that gives me more hope.
But then again, Senegal was affected by coronavirus, so
they were.
But I'm telling you, bro, this team with Koulibaly, man, this guy Koulibaly is on a whole nother level, bro. You know what I'm saying? This guy's on a whole nother level, bro. I'm telling you this. Once you see Man City wants you, you're on a whole nother level, bro. I don't see Egypt beating Senegal